Julie's Diary, Escape to the Country, Episode 4, Christmas Decorations. Good morning. Christmas is only 3 weeks away, yet the air outside feels far more wintry than it did in November. I have settled myself by the fireplace with a steaming cup of Americano coffee. It still amazes me how just 4 pieces of wood, carefully arranged, can keep the fire glowing and the room warm for nearly 20 hours. There is something profoundly comforting about this simple ritual: coffee in hand, fire crackling, and the quiet countryside morning unfolding outside the window. Soon, I will step outside to greet the day and show you the first frost of the season. The lawn, still green beneath, is now delicately covered with a shimmering layer of ice crystals, each blade of grass sparkling like it has been dusted with diamonds. Later this morning, I will join my aunt in the kitchen to help prepare breakfast. She has promised to teach me her treasured recipes for homemade multi-seeded bread and buttery cornettos. I can already imagine the smell of freshly baked bread wafting through the house, mingling with the sweetness of pastries. Later, I plan to explore her pantry, a place that feels like a treasure trove of homemade delights. Rows of jars line the shelves, each filled with preserves that capture the essence of summer and autumn. I know I will find her familiar favorites: mixed berry jam, sweet cherry preserves, but this year there is something new waiting among them. My aunt told me that, thanks to their newly planted vineyard, they harvested 35 pounds of grapes. With such abundance, she created a grape confiture, a rich and velvety preserve that I cannot wait to taste. This morning feels like a perfect blend of simplicity and abundance. Life in the countryside has a rhythm of its own, slower and gentler, yet filled with small wonders that make each day feel special.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Now it doesn't show signs of stopping, and I've brought some corn for popping. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, I hate going out in the storm, but if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. Now the fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbying. But as long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
I decided to take some time to explore my aunt's home gym, which turned out to be impressively well equipped. Inside, there are several cardio machines, including elliptical trainers and stationary bikes, perfect for keeping the heart rate up and building endurance. She also has a range of resistance equipment to strengthen muscles, and even a trampoline that adds a fun, energetic twist to her workouts. My aunt follows a disciplined routine, exercising every other day in addition to her regular Nordic walking sessions and long cycling trips that she enjoys for hours each week. All of this effort is part of her commitment to staying fit and strong for her greatest passion, alpine skiing. Every year she looks forward to hitting the slopes, and maintaining this level of fitness allows her to fully enjoy the sport she loves most. This morning I took it upon myself to care for my aunt's flowers, since they were clearly in need of water. I paid special attention to my favorite one, the Benjamin, whose leaves looked particularly thirsty and grateful for the refreshment. Afterwards, I decided to try something new and rather exciting: the household robot designed to clean the floors. It was my very first time using it, and the novelty lay in the fact that I didn't have to lift a finger. All I needed to do was plan its route. My former nanny bought a robotic vacuum cleaner for cleaning the floors. I watched it pick up cookie crumbs and hair from the floor really well. She mentioned that a few years ago they installed solar panels, so the robot now runs at no extra cost. Together with my aunt, we are spending the afternoon joyfully exploring and carefully unpacking several boxes filled with sparkling baubles, and a delightful assortment of other festive Christmas decorations. For today's lunch, I picked up some fresh Scottish salmon, which we'll be preparing as the centerpiece of our meal. To accompany it, we're planning a colourful medley of roasted vegetables, fragrant fennel, sweet bell peppers, and tender courgettes, all roasted until they're caramelized and full of flavour. Salmon has become something of a tradition for us. It's a dish that everyone in both of our families looks forward to, and we enjoy it so much that it has earned its place as a weekly staple. The combination of the rich, buttery salmon with the vibrant roasted vegetables feels both nourishing and celebratory. My aunt spent the afternoon preparing a batch of coconut macaroons, those delightful little cookies that strike the perfect balance between simplicity and indulgence. Made primarily from shredded coconut and whipped egg whites, they emerge from the oven with a golden, crisp exterior that gives way to a moist, tender, and wonderfully chewy center. This beautiful wreath with 4 candles was made by my former nanny herself. It's fantastic, isn't it? It looks professional, like it came from a flower shop. In between cooking, baking, and decorating every corner of the house, we still found time to step outside. Wrapped warmly against the chill, we wandered for nearly 2 hours, savouring the quiet beauty of the season. The ground sparkled with the first frost of winter, and the crisp air filled our lungs with a refreshing clarity. My aunt's husband has returned with a beautiful 1-pound cut of entrecote, which he will roast for our dinner. While he takes charge of the kitchen, filling the house with the tempting aroma of roasted beef, the rest of us will be busy transforming it into a warm and magical Christmas atmosphere. On my recent visit, I decided to surprise my former nanny once again with my bartending skills. As you know, I used to work as a bartender in London. Before arriving, I stocked up on spirits and fresh fruits, determined to craft something special. I prepared a passion fruit martini, blending passion fruits with vanilla vodka and paso liquor. She had never tried it before, and her delight was evident as she sipped the cocktail for the first time. The balance of flavors, the refreshing quality, and the sophisticated touch all came together beautifully. It wasn't just a cocktail, it was an experience, one that left her impressed and made this martini a new favorite. My nanny's iconic drink was always the mojito, simple and classic. But now, she's into other cocktails too. My former nanny lives far from her mother, who was supported by a care assistant and celebrated her 90th birthday last year. I've met her before. She bakes the most delicious custard natters. During my visit, I was invited to join a video call. Just as my nanny stayed connected with both her mother and the caregiver, I have taken part in video interviews before securing a job.